beautiful people, welcome to an afternoon in my life. First up, I just gaze at this painting that my mom so graciously is letting me rent from her. Yes, I am renting it from her. Someday she's going to take it back and do whatever she wants with it, but I'm so happy that Old Salty is here. So I'm going to be preparing my lunch, and I'm starting with some avocados. I, of course, like a, like a Heather. I bought 7 avocados of varying ripeness, and 2 of them were ripe yesterday, which was great. I was ready for 2 avocados for lunch yesterday with chickpeas and rice. 2 avocados is not exactly a balanced lunch. So today I checked on my avocados, and all 4 of them are ripe. I don't know if one can overdose on avocado, but you can overdose on kale and sweet potatoes, and I've done it, baby. And it doesn't feel good. I do believe I got a little bit too much vitamin A one day. So the old Heather would have just been like, I'm just gonna eat 6 avocados in 24 hours. But the new Heather thinks 4 avocados is safe. I don't know. You got to be careful with your food. Cinnamon, you can overdose on that and apparently hallucinate. Yeah, just 3 tablespoons is enough to make most people experience bad symptoms. By the way, I do not recommend that. Don't do that, okay? But what I'm saying is that, the Hippocratic Oath, your food shall be your medicine. I am not a medical professional. Once again, nothing here is medical advice. But they, food can be medicinal and it can be powerful, sometimes too powerful. So now I'm gonna take a bite. It's perfect, just perfect. Okay, next up I'm going to be eating this. This brand uses avocado oil. If you guys have any recommendations for foods that do not contain seed oils, the only oils I am consuming these days are coconut oil, avocado oil, and butter. So do you know how hard it is to find prepared processed food that doesn't contain canola oil, seed oil, etc.? It's so hard. And you know what? I don't even know if it matters. I feel like this diet might be entirely pointless. And to the person who recommended the diet to me, if you're watching this, I love you. God bless you. I am so, so grateful for you. But, I recently listened to a podcast about the whole no seed oils movement. This diet has become more and more popular. And after reviewing 80 different medical journals and peer-reviewed studies, clinical trials, they found, I will try to link the podcast and pin it in the comments if enough people request it. But I listen to so many podcasts and I lost it. I just listened to it to myself. For informational purposes. I am letting my dog in. My house is a mess. This should become a cleaning vlog at some point. We'll see if we get there. I pray we do. That's part of the reason why I started filming, because I was like, maybe I'll actually do what I'm supposed to do if I'm showing the whole world what I'm doing. So in this podcast, they came to the conclusion that whether you do or don't eat seed oils, it has no impact on your health and it doesn't matter at all. What they found was that moderation is key. Eating one specific oil only for your whole life isn't the best. Just to vary your fats is better. They looked at all these studies, some that seemed to prove that this fat was better or that fat was better or this fat was worse and that fat was worse. When they looked through all 80 of them, they came to the conclusion that just eat a good moderation and a mixture. So I don't think I'm going to stay on this diet forever, and I really don't recommend it to other people because it's been impossible to grocery shop unless you are the type of person who likes to make all of your food homemade. No secret, I'm just not. I am not that girl. I do want to become that girl one day. just not her. She's not me, okay? And I'm all right with that. I think I used to like, I don't know, I used to be embarrassed about that or shy about that. And like, I can enjoy cooking, I really can. I just don't enjoy like cooking for an hour or two for 3 meals a day every day. Not my thing. So I have this lovely processed food here, and it's just water, chickpeas, onion, spices, garlic, sea salt, and avocado oil. So it's pretty healthy. It says to cook it in a plastic thing, that it comes in. But I'm not going to do that because I think that heating stuff in that really thin plastic is like not the best. I do think it is healthier to cook it in a bowl. And oh my gosh, this is the second time I put this bowl through the dishwasher. Okay. Well, I might have to cook it in 2 bowls because my large bowls are all dirty. This one is supposed to be clean, but my dishwasher has failed me twice. It's okay, dishwasher. I forgive you. I'm trying to work on not holding grudges. Ooh, I found this huge bowl. I'm gonna use this massive thing. So I'm going to be adding some pineapple to this. So this is very liquidy, it's like a soup. I would recommend mixing this with rice, and I will be adding rice to it as well. A lot of the food kind of like stays stuck to the package, so if someone was using this for a soup, I would say it wouldn't hurt to fill the rest of it up with like coconut milk or broth, even water, and pour it out again, or like scrape it out with a spoon, but your girl doesn't have time for that because she needs to clean her house, go on the computer, finish some paperwork, you know, all the fun things. I also need to remember to shut my cupboards. One time somebody who's like blood related to me posted a photo, or no, we were at like a big gathering and they shared a photo of their new house. This was like 10 years ago, but they were like, oh my gosh, the picture I took of my kitchen, like all the kitchen cupboards are open. And they said it was like a family tradition or like just, and I was like, wait, really? What? And that just made me laugh, and it just made me feel better about myself. Like, maybe it's just a genetic thing that I forget to shut the cupboards. Oh, but I do think that like the way that you're raised and with your genetics, there are so many little things that you like pick up because you see other people doing it, or because maybe you weren't reprimanded for it as a child. I've heard of genetic twins being adopted separately and raised apart, and when they meet, like they both have the same, like they both volunteer at similar places, they both wound up picking the same career path, and they're like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I'm gonna shut that because it's gonna annoy me. See, this is why it's good for me to film myself, because I see my life happening and I'm like, wait, I hate that. I'm not gonna do that anymore. And usually, you know, I don't walk around with a rear view mirror on. Oh, the bird's waving at us. Do you see her waving with her little foot? Hi, Acacia, good girl. That was so cute, oh my gosh. Okay, focus. I'm looking for rice. I think the rice is in the garage. Jasmine, no. My dog is trying to like lick the food in the freezer. Rice. This is like what I hate about filming when I don't want to edit my videos and make them like condense them and stuff, is that all of these transitions are just awkward and I hate them. So I feel like I have to find something really interesting to talk about with you guys. Okay, I'm in the garage. Here's a little garage tour. Look at all the shelves. My husband is so handy. Ooh. Look at my car. I drive an old, boring gray, reliable car. Ooh. Oh my gosh, guys. I don't think I have rice, but I'm going to live. It's going to be okay. I can get through this. I know I have rice, but it's buried and I just don't want to dig for it. Yeah, I have things to do. I cannot spend, ooh, I see a bag. Look at that, it's rice. So I I think I also need to throw some rice in the Instant Pot because this rice is like, it's like I think it used to be $1, but I don't even know how much it is now. I don't want to know how much it is now. I'm sure it's too much these days. But I do believe it is cheaper to get like the big bag of dehydrated rice. And I'm so happy that my husband, he was finally like, especially because I'm on this dumb diet that I hate. I mean, some days I love it, but I don't know. I feel like I'm just experimenting on myself. Like, ooh, I just love to try different diets. I spilled a bunch of brown rice on the floor. Now my dog's gonna eat it. Brown rice is the first ingredient in a lot of dog foods, so I think it'll be fine. So I'm just gonna let her have it. Oh, yes. Life is good. So we were just comparing rice costs, and we used to have an Instant Pot. I used to use it quite a bit, especially when I did keto and stuff, which I'm not doing anymore. And I was just like loving it and using it, but I feel like the food that I cook in the Instant Pot always tastes worse. And back then I thought I was just really, really bad at cooking. But no, it was like the pot itself. So I went years without having an Instant Pot because my old one broke. And I should have probably contacted like the manufacturer, but we got it as a gift. So I didn't have, the person who gifted it to me, they did give me all the documents and stuff. But I didn't have them, you know, all those years later. And I just started putting avocado in this, and I remember that the avocado will turn brown if I don't eat it today, so I should have taken it out. But this is what we're looking at so far. That is pineapple chickpeas and brown rice. And then I'm gonna add just a little bit of water. And then I'm gonna microwave it and put a plate on top. So we got another one. And then since I've cooked for so long without an Instant Pot, my food has been tasting good. And so I went ahead and I put some stuff in the Instant Pot, and it tasted just like my bad cooking used to taste. And I was like, wait a minute, it's the pot itself. So if you guys have an Instant Pot and you have like recipe recommendations for me, I have been just putting rice, chicken, and vegetables in there, and I think it's the combination of vegetables that I use. I think I'm getting a little too confident, but I've done the same thing just in a pan. But the other day I put some kale, spinach, arugula, peas, rice, and chicken in there, and guys, it tasted like dirt. And I like all of those foods. I've had those foods combined before. I've enjoyed them. Now, I know that's not gonna be like the world's best flavor. And I added some sauce and it was fine. But I'm worried that I don't know if the Instant Pot, if there's like microplastics I know the pot itself is metal, but other parts of the device are plastic. I don't know if there's like microplastics. I don't know what they coat the pot in. But it tastes like chemicals. Like it tastes like the pot itself. So if you have that problem, let me know. This rice is pre-cooked. It's parboiled. So that was another reason I wasn't so concerned about my dog having it. I did just eat a couple pieces that got stuck to that piece of avocado, and the rice actually seemed fully cooked. So Jasmine looks good. You want to say hi to the world, puppers?
Hi, doggy. Oh, so sweet. Look at this good dog. Look at this good dog.
Okay, now I'm going to put the rest of the rice, the frozen rice, in a Ziploc bag. I did the same thing yesterday. I was looking for the Ziploc bag.